Hey everybody, Ben here from DMZ Films, and I'm back to work on some more of my anatomy studies. So, last episode we were talking about things that I've already done. I was reviewing some 6 head rules, general ideas about the face, as well as started some studies with the curvature of the spine. Now for today, I'm going to be going into a good friend of mine, Yasmeen from Yasmeen from Yarksbury Fantasy Art. And she has a interesting tutorial on the human spine. I have yet to watch it, so I'll be following along just like you guys. I'll post a link in the description box below, and you guys are more than welcome to check that out. In fact, I recommend that you do. She has some really incredible work, and so from now it's artists learning off of artists. So, I haven't found the video yet, so I'm searching over here for... Wait, I think I have it in my watch later list. Oh, good old YouTube. Alright, so for this one, previous pages I've been putting the margin on the side. Actually, I'm putting the margin on the top this time, since I'm going to need my section to be much longer. Actually, not the top, the bottom. Yeah, the bottom. Because I've been, I got to keep my consistency. The outer pages have the section on the right, but in this case, just flipping it around, it needs to be on the bottom. Alright, so that's that. I'm gonna scroll down, and her video is called Skeleton Walk Cycle. So, I'm going to be basically just following along. I'm not going to be narrating too much in this one, mainly because she does enough on it on her own. Alright, so right now she's basically drawing out the skeleton in this, which just really fast. So I'm probably not going to do the entire walk cycle. I'll probably just pick out one particular skeleton in this particular set, because this is already way over my head. So I'm just going to go from, I'm about 36 seconds in here. I'm going to go over and full screen it and just work off of what she's already done. So, for this, I kind of have my skeleton structure, which I'm going to start with what I did before in my previous video, and it's that short, long, and 2 short segments. So the first segment is slightly curved, almost straight. Second one, a little more curved, and down, and the shorter segment, it's more curved, and then the last one that's really curved. So that was the same structure we started with last week, or last time rather, and I'm going to come up, skeleton head structure, which I seem to just sort of start with a circle, which I like that technique. I think it's a lot easier, and then just goes into this little chin underneath. So might be a little too long there, but yeah, work in progress. So got that much, and so then after this curve, it was sort of a line forward with a front of the pelvis and a line back, and just kind of sort of another circle down this way, and then the torso, which was just sort of like out and around. And sort of let that spine be the edge. I'm actually going to take it a little bit further out on this side, just to see sort of a little more of that far side. We're not completely one-on-one to the side. We're a little bit behind this person, or this figure rather. So we have a joint coming up on the side here, which is just represented here by a little circle. It kind of has the arm pulling back. Switch to my darker pencil so I can get the line going over top here. Another circle here, back, and this arm kind of comes way down. Actually, I'm not far enough over here, excuse me, I have to find an eraser. I'm not even gonna have one down here. Unbelievable. Alright, so I forgot to grab an eraser. So this is just gonna come all the way down a little bit further. Mind getting my eraser later, since I took them all back upstairs. So this comes down a lot further, and down a little more. Down just past the pelvis, down by the leg. And mine already looks pretty awful, but hey, you know, work in progress. So, just gonna go over some of these lines a little more here. The skull up and around, torso down, and over this section around. We have a leg, 2 legs. Well, we should have 2 legs. Coming in to there. Sort of one that comes around behind, which is the other side. And I'm running out of room, which is bad. Should never run out of room. So we're probably going to be drawing well into my notes down here, but whatever. Sort of a ball in the back for that. This kind of comes down. The knees are about even in this one, so we'll make our knees about even. And down, another ball for the foot. But our guy's walking up. I just realized this. Again, laws of foreshortening, perspective, that kind of thing. This leg needs to be much further up, considering where my dude is walking in our perspective, the fact that I drew a little more back this way, so his leg needs to be up a little bit further. See, I'm not completely clueless. Just kind of comes down to a point and up a little bit. I'll get my eraser on this stuff later. And sort of just flat here. And I got to hit play because I'm sure there's another arm going on in here somewhere. Yeah, she's just copying and pasting in Photoshop. I obviously can't do that. I don't have the it's the downside to the Photoshop here. Well, there's another arm. Okay, so I've gone about as far as I can because she's just throwing stuff out there. But anyhow, I've got sort of basic skeleton shape going on here. And that'll be just for this page, I believe. So, that'll be a lot easier. I imagine the arm, she doesn't have an arm in the other side, which is driving me crazy. But I'll have to get her on that later. Sort of just imagine the other arm kind of down this way. Going much later since that's sort of behind the torso, you don't really see it. And then down, we'll go out to here, and to here. To finish up that general look to everything else. So, but that was a really good way to get a quick sketch in, and I do think I'll use some of her tutorials down the road here, and possibly this one to get more of it out. So this is our only one for the page. And we're just gonna say, prepare ample room. To work. As you can see here. And since we're not on a page, we'll just write Yasmeen here. And skeleton walk cycle. Alright, so that's probably all I'm going to do for this particular study. Again, for more anatomy studies, painting tips, tutorials, and other art videos, do stay tuned to the DMC Films channel here on YouTube. This has been. See you guys next time.